So the first thing we're going to do now that we've got our WordPress website set up is install our theme. The one that we're going to use is called Signup. I'm using this one mostly because it's free. There are lots of other great ones out there, and I'm going to give you some links in the further reading document at the end of this chapter, but I'm going to work with Signup. It's the best free one that I could find. So if you just Google Signup and click on the top result, you'll see it here. We'll have a quick look and see how it looks. We'll look at the demo. We've got two options there, the promo theme or the splash theme. If we look at the promo theme, you can see it looks pretty nice. We've got a nice sort of available on the App Store, bit of social media buttons, and then a few options for how you might want to display your text and some other bits and bobs down there. So we can download it for free. You do need to create an account, but as I say, that's completely free. I'm going to do that now very quickly. Use my same very insecure password. Okay, save the password. Just going to search for Signup. There we go. And I'm going to click there. Download it to my desktop. Great. And now we go back over to our WordPress dashboard and go Appearance and Themes. And then we add a new theme and upload theme. Going to choose the file. Going to choose the file and then click Install Now. It might take a little while to upload depending on your connection, and then just click Activate. And we need to install a plugin for this theme, so we'll just begin installing plugin and install. That should work fine. Okay, great. And return to the dashboard. So let's have a little look and see what our site looks like now. Okay, not too bad. A little bit empty compared to what we saw before, but not a bad start. Now I'm going to show you the basics of setting this up, but there are also quite detailed documentation at themeskingdom.com/docs/signup. So if you have a look through there, then you can see more detail to what I'm going to show you now. So there's loads of stuff you can do with it. I'm just going to show you the basics. Okay. So we're going to start by adding a new page. So just hover over Pages and click Add New. And this is going to be our homepage. Then we'll publish that. So now we have a homepage. It hasn't got any content yet, but we'll add that later. Now we're going to go down to Settings and General. And we'll have a quick look here at what the settings are. So we've got the site title. We entered that before. The tagline, it might be worth adding in. So something humble like "This app will change your life." And you don't really need to change any of those other settings. Then we're going to click on Reading, and we want to change the front page. We're not listing posts here like you normally would in a blog. We want to change it to a static page, which is going to be the home page that we just created. Great. One other settings change we're going to make is the permalinks. So by default, all of the links look like this. They have a question mark and a p equals and then a number. Not particularly friendly or nice to look at. So you can actually change it to any of these, but I'm going to go for post name, which keeps things nice and simple. Okay, save changes. I'm rushing through this a little bit. I'm not going into the details of what's going on behind the scenes, but really the important thing here is to get something set up. If you want more detail about WordPress, then check out the Complete Web Developer course. Okay, if we look at our page, we can see it's a little bit empty, a little bit blank. So let's go back over to Themes Kingdom and download some demo content. So I'm going to click on my account there. And as before, when we downloaded the theme, I'm going to search for Synap there, and this time I'm going to click XML, and that will download an XML file which will contain the demo content. To get that content in, we're going to click Tools and then Import. We want to import some WordPress content. That requires us to install the WordPress importer. So just click Install Now and then activate and run the importer. That's what we want to do. Now choose the file that we want to import and just double click on the file that you just downloaded and then upload file and import. You definitely want to select import file attachments and just select the default user to be the author of the new posts. Okay, we submit that. Now it will download all of the images and add all of that default content. Done. Okay, let's refresh our page and see how our app website looks now. Great, so we've got a default image there, but it doesn't look all that different from before. Why is that? That's because we need to go over to Pages, and we'll see we've got a new home page. That's been imported, so we need to copy the content over. This is the content, so I'm just going to select everything and Command C or Control C if you're on Windows to copy, and then back to all pages, and then select the home page that you set up a minute ago, and then paste that content in. And then you can update that. Now let's have a look at our page. When we scroll down, we've got lots of lovely content. Okay, I'm just going to keep things very simple here, and we're going to just have the full width and the 2 columns. So you can play around with your code a little bit depending on how much you want to have there. So I'm going to just select all of that and get rid of it. And then let's just see how we change the title. So the title appears in between these H1 tags, and then we've got some just demo text there. This app really will change your life. And now refresh. And you can see, there we go. We've got some nice content there. Obviously it doesn't really say very much, but you can add the content depending on what you want for your app. Okay, obviously we're going to want to change some of the default text up here. How do we do that? Go back to Appearance and Customize. So we can change a few things here. We've got My Fab App, and this app will change your life. That's good. That's how I want it to be. We can play around with the colors. I'm just going to leave it as the default there. So now let's find out how to change, say, the background image and colors and the other images. We do that down here in the Synap option here. Now, most themes that you'll download will have various settings. So first of all, we've got the header logo, which is just the default. I'm going to leave that as the default. So that's this image here. But of course, I'm sure you'll have an image for your app that you'll want to put there instead of the Synap theme. Favicon is the little image that sometimes appears there. If you want to upload your own one, then you can do that, but I wouldn't really worry about that. There's a date that it's available on the App Store, so I'm just going to put in 12th of October 2014. So let's pick a random app on the App Store to be our link. So I'll just Google App Store. Yeah, let's have Tom Hanks's typewriter app. I'm sure there's a link to it here. Hanks Writer, there we go. So I'm just going to copy that and paste it there. This is a great app. It really is. And then I'll just put my Twitter handle there. 2014 Appfish. So this will then start filling the content in on the page itself. So great, it's already starting to look a lot fuller and a lot nicer. Okay, let's have a look at the other settings. So newsletter, I'm not going to go into this in great detail, but if you want to have a sign-up form on your website, then that's very easy to do. You go to MailChimp.com and create an account. I'll just show you MailChimp. Create an account, completely free, and they will store the emails for you and allow you to send emails to your group, such as when your app is released. So I won't show you the setup for that, but you can do that yourself if you like. And then you can change any of the fonts. I'm going to leave those as the defaults. And then colors and background, so you can change the color of the phone. Very useful. Change all of the colors in the theme itself. So, well, let's just change that to white. And then update. There we go. I'll just refresh that. Fantastic. And finally, I'm just going to show you the slider. So these are the images which will appear on the phone. You can see that there are a number of different ones there, and they're all fading nicely into each other. And all you need to do, if you want to upload your own images there, is just click on the featured image and then upload your own using upload files, and then select that, and then you can have your own app screenshots showing in the phone, which is really good. So I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully that's a useful but brief introduction to creating a WordPress site for your app. And I would definitely recommend, if you do want to get into WordPress or web development further, then check out my complete web developer course.